Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I'm Darren, of course, and today, boy, look at it. You see it. I got the new toy. You've seen Google play around with this thing. You've seen mentions of this on YouTube in the sous vide groups. This is the Typhur Sous Vide Station. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this thing is, what they come with, and how they operate. I'll be back, guys. I'm really excited about this one.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
All right, guys, I've been doing sous vide for a while now, and it's been a while since I've actually even got excited about a new sous vide system or circulator or anything sous vide. The technology's been out there for a while now. They're pretty much all the same. They all usually now have Wi-Fi, have some kind of recipes with an app for your phone and all that. And they have different sizes and all that. Usually they're still kind of in this form here with a circulator that's separate from the container and all that. You got several different types of containers out there. Of course, you got the Innovas, the plastic ones, and then they got the metal one out there that I have in my kitchen that you've seen on here before. They all got their pluses and minuses, of course. First being, their power, how hot they can get, or how much power they're going to use, so how quick they can heat the water up and all that. There's a bunch of different things, and we'll do some in-depth comparisons down the road. But for this video, I'm really just going to walk you through what the Typhur Sous Vide Station is. It's very expensive. It's all in one. Everything comes that you need, including a little vacuum sealer here that attaches to the side, that charges wirelessly, which is pretty cool. And you got your container, and this is set up a lot different than any of these others. You do have like a Sous Vide Supreme that is one particular container where the heating element is in the bottom, so that it is one container, kind of like a big oven. But this is actually your circulator and your circulator container, your water container, are two separate pieces, but they do connect together. And they still kind of function as one, even though they're two pieces. But one of the biggest things with this is you got your big display screen here that you can actually use, and it's touch screen, of course. I'm going to go ahead. I didn't even get a chance to take off the protective plastic because this thing just came yesterday. It's very easy to set up. I don't want to go through walking through how to set it up because you can go to Typhur's website to see that. Super easy. It is. I turned it on. It asked for, it already found the Wi-Fi options, asked which one I wanted to use, put in the password for my Wi-Fi. Boom, it set it up automatically. You get your phone, download the app. You can go ahead and set up the app really quick. It recognizes the hardware. You put a little code in to sync it up, and it's there. It's nothing hard at all. Just make sure you have it where you can get your Wi-Fi signal. It's got this big display right off the bat here. You can actually just start off with your time and temp. So it's a big scroll wheel, so you can actually change the hours here. Here's your temperature. So it's just a big scroll wheel here. Then you got some other options here as well. So here's your menu. You press the little chef's hat button here on the touch screen, and it'll actually have some pre-built in menus here. So you can just actually pull up one of the menus and use that. If you don't want to do that, you can set it manually, super easy. You can also do it from your phone, so it's really easy to do. Everything was simple to set up. One of the things that's super different about this, guys, is, like I said, these two are separate pieces, but they merge together. And one of the things I want to show you, I'll do a little close-up here, just to kind of show you how this is set up. If you see that, this part here, this actually will snap off. There's a little button there, and it'll tell you that the that it's came off. But this is where the water kind of pumps into the circulator. It actually goes into this here. That's how it reads the temperature and all that. But you'll see down here those little, these are the parts where the water actually goes in, sucks it in from one side down to that section, sucks it into the system and spits it back out. So it reads the temperature and circulates it back into the system here. Super cool. The only thing is you're not going to be able to use this circulator with any other system. So you could actually use this with another circulator, like a regular circulator like that. If you wanted to, you could just plug, use it there. Wouldn't be able to use the lid, of course. But this here, you're going to have to use with this container. Set it back up, just push that in, it locks into place. It'll tell you up here that it's back on. So it's got a sensor on there. So that is really super cool, guys. So this is double insulated, the container. So it's going to hold that temperature really, really well. It's got these little slots on the side, and I'm going to show you in a minute what those are for. Really nice, tight fitting lid here. So it's going to keep all that temperature in. So get you a little closer up so you can see that screen, how big it is. Super big. It's bigger than like a small iPad. So really, really neat, guys. I think it's going to be a really good fit for me. All right, let me do some adjustment real quick. I'm going to show you what else this comes with, and then we're going to actually throw a prime rib roast in here and cook it up for tonight. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and show you how I'm going to get this started. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I got a prime rib roast here, smaller one. I'm going to go ahead and sous vide on this. So I'm going to actually have this in there. I'm going to do, let's do 4 hours. That should be just enough. I'm actually going to do 134 degrees. So this scroll wheel, like I said, set it up pretty easy. So there you go. I got 4 hours. 134, just going to hit start, and you'll hear this thing just kind of lock into place, and what it does, it sucks the water from the container into this system here and then spits it back out into it. It's towards the bottom, so you don't have to worry about having a low water warning like you'll get with some of these if you don't have enough water in there. So it's actually from the bottom, and then it'll start circulating the water, and as you can see, it reads the water temperature constantly since it's flowing through there, and it'll actually tell you when it gets to temp, and then it'll start counting down the time. Like I said, super easy, super big readable screen, touch screen. We're going to see just how long it takes to get this thing up to temp. But one of the things I want to show you that this comes with, really easy to set up right out of the box, guys, so nothing fancy. But what it does come with, it does come with this little handheld vacuum sealer here, and this actually charges just by putting it on the side of your circulator, and it charges wirelessly right here on the side. It also comes with these special vacuum bags, and you can actually buy these from Typhur, but it comes with a supply of them, 2 different sizes. A smaller one for some smaller, like single steaks or just 2 steaks, or whatever you're cooking, chicken breast, whatever, fish, and then a bigger one like this. So I should be able to get the bigger one, the roast, into this bigger size here. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that in just a second. But it also comes with these weights that clip on the bottom of any bag, but I'll just show you on here. It clips onto the bottom, and it'll actually hold this down into the water. But these little clips on the side of these bags are what go into these little sections here, these little slots. So actually you can take this bag and put that little plastic piece right into that slot, and it'll hold it down, hold it in place in the system, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So they kind of thought of a lot of things. So you can actually, there's more going this way. So if you had a bunch of little ones you wanted to set side by side, You can do it, put them in this way. This one is for the bigger bags, of course. So you have it lined up this way and just fold it down and then put the top back on and you're cooking away. So pretty good idea, I must say. Gonna go ahead and just pop it back out. I'm not sure I'm gonna need this weight on this bag for the roast, but this is a good idea. So if you have something like fish or something that's really light or you know, that likes to float, just put this on. It comes with 2 of these. You can buy extra, of course, on the Typhur website. You can buy more of these bags on the Typhur website, but these are specially designed. So they are like a Ziploc bag on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. Go ahead and put my prime rib roast in. Like I said, this is really plenty large enough to have that in there. Just zip this thing back up. Just make sure you zip it up really tight. Now these seem to be made really well. I've had a lot of these different types of bags and vacuum systems that I really didn't like because they were too bulky. They were made out of silicone, which gets really messed up after 1 or 2 uses. They're not really reusable. And I've always had problems with these little sections here losing their vacuum after 1 or 2 uses. So these aren't really made to be used a ton of times, so you're gonna probably have to replace these after 2 or 3 uses as well. But you take your little vacuum sealer here, put it right on this little black patch, and it actually fits right over that hole. And then you hold this down, and it vacuums it out. Super fast, and it'll also make sure that it doesn't get any moisture into this little vacuum sealer. That's one of these that this thing does. It'll block the moisture from coming in. But really, that's that quick, guys. It vacuum sealed my roast. I'm gonna go ahead and put it right back in the spot where it fits so it can stay charged up. And that's it. So I got my vacuum sealed prime rib roast in the Typhur bag. Go ahead and put it right in the water here. And if I wanted to, I could make sure it doesn't go anywhere by hooking it up. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let it go because I wanna test out the integrity of that bag as well to make sure we don't have any moisture leaking into the bag from that little hole there. So it's a test for me as well, since I haven't used this before. All right, guys, so it's going. Got my lid on, got my roast in. It's up to almost 95 degrees already. So I'll be back when we get this thing up to temp and see just how this works. All right, guys, like I said, super easy to set up, super easy to control it from the app as well. Also, like I said, it does have notifications on your phone and also on the system itself. Now it's starting to count down, but also great recipes on here, walks you through it, also has videos on there to help you figure it out. All right, guys, it's been right at 4 hours, so it's almost done here, but it's performed pretty well, guys. It's right at that temperature, works pretty good. I can't complain anything about it right now. One of the things I want to tell you is that this also has a schedule setting on the app, which means you can actually put your food in here and load it up with ice and a little bit of water and then set it to come on at a certain time. Let's just say you wanted to have it for dinner and you are leaving for work in the morning. You can actually load this up with ice, put a little water in there, and then have it come on at, let's just say, you know, you wanted your steaks for 2 hours in the sous vide, you could have it turn on at 4 o'clock, So by 6 o'clock, they're ready to go. So really neat. I'm going to try that out one day too on this, but right now I just wanted to fire this up, see how easy it was to get it going, which, like I said, super easy. Took literally minutes, guys, just to get this thing set up and going. So there you go, guys. It's really super simple to set up and get going. It looks like it's going to work just fine. Like I said, we're going to go do some more videos on this down the road, test out some other features and functions of this, but for what it is right now, works just fine. We're going to go ahead and take our roast out of here. And I'm going to go ahead and set up my gas sear box to sear this up. All right, guys, my gas sear box is all ready to go. It won't take but a couple minutes to get this all seared up, get a nice crust on there. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys over at the cutting board while we're taking a bite and see how it turned out. All right, guys, it's all seared up. I'm going to go ahead and cut a good slice off of here, just so you guys can see that it is medium rare. Look at that. Medium rare through and through. Check that out. Take me a bite of this. Nice sear, nice and medium rare. That's pretty awesome. Cooked all the way through, guys, so the Typhur did its job. All right, thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you check this out on Typhur's website. I'll leave a link below. I'll do some more videos on this system. So far, I'm impressed the way it works. We're going to do some more tests to see if it's worth the money. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.